Hi, I'm Nikki from Melbourne, Australia, and I just wanted to take a moment to talk to you about my experience with Alexis' Profit On Purpose program. So growing up, I watched my mum feel pretty lost about her direction in life. I saw her try all sorts of different things, different careers, start different businesses, and none of them really worked out for her. And I guess I pretty much picked up that habit, picked up that pattern from her and did the same thing myself. And I feel like I spent my entire life trying to figure out what it is that I'm here to do. And I remember back in high school having this sense that there was something important that I was here to do, but having no idea what it was. And it pretty much intensified over the last 5 years. I guess I reached a point where I said, enough, it's time to figure this thing out. And I did exercise after exercise, trying to figure out my purpose, what I wanted to do, and the business that I wanted to create. And I certainly got pieces of it. You know, I had moments of real clarity where I would get one clue about what it is that I wanted to do. But I still couldn't figure out how all those pieces went together. I could see the bits, I could see all the jobs I'd done. I could see all the things I enjoyed to do. I could see all the stuff that I got passionate about, but I couldn't see how it fitted together. And I certainly couldn't see how to turn it into a business. So I came across Alexis' program back in April 2015, and when I read the information, I just knew it was for me. It spoke to me directly, the frustrations I was feeling, the challenges I was having, the desire I had to really figure this out once and for all. And I signed up pretty much without hesitation, and I certainly don't regret doing that. And then I worked through the program, and the vision first approach that Alexis takes was new to me. I hadn't come across that in all the exercises that I'd done. This idea of identifying how I wanted to feel in the world, what the ideal world that I wanted was, how it felt, was key for me, because it was a feeling in my body. And I'm a pretty thinking person, and I'd been trying to figure this out in my head, and I'd been missing that piece. And so actually having that vision that I could come back to has been key for me. It's been transformational, because that feeling was the part that was missing. And so now when I try to make a decision or figure out a detail or choose a direction or whatever it is, I can come back to that feeling. And that feeling is consistent, it's strong, it's powerful, and it guides me in the decisions that I make. And it really has turned my view of my world on its head. I really did get more than I bargained for, because this vision that we created for me isn't just about my business. It's actually about my life as a whole. Every detail in my life relates back to that vision, and I can see now how to look at every part of my life and make decisions in every part of my life that relate back to that vision and that feeling that I want to create. So I can't look at my life the same way again, and that's a good thing, because now I can make those decisions with a much better sense of where I want to go, and I feel like the decisions that I make are helping me go somewhere, and somewhere that I want to go. And I guess the other thing is that I now can look back at all those exercises and those pieces and fit them into that bigger picture, and I understand now the theme much more deeply than I could have before I did Alexis's program. And realizing that most importantly, how I want to feel is what comes first, and making my decisions from that basis rather than from an intellectual perspective of, is this the right thing to do? Does this tick all the boxes? I still do that, but the feeling underlies all of that, and the feeling is more important than those details. So if you're struggling to get clear on your purpose and what it is that you want to create in this world, then I highly recommend Alexis's program. It totally changed my view of my life and what I'm here to do, and I think it can do the same for you. And I'd just like to say a big thank you to Alexis for creating this body of work, because it has been so powerful, and I wish that everyone in the world could do this, so that we could all get clear, we could all work together, working towards the thing that each of us wants to create in the world, and make the world a better place.